Good afternoon, everyone. Teachers, staff, family, friends, and of course, the Lockview graduating class of 2025. I think we should start this off by just taking a moment to let this all sink in. In the words of Jason Tatum, we did it. After years of hard work, late nights, and unexpected lessons both in and out of the classroom, we're here. Take a look around the room. Okay, you guys are still looking at me like, actually look around, I'm serious. Like, I know I look good in this hat, and I'm everyone's favorite, but like, actually take a look around. Soak it in. Just think about everything we've done together and every memory we've made. Today is about each one of us, so make sure to enjoy it. I must admit, when I first sat down to write this speech, I didn't know where to start. The blank screen just stared back at me as I waited for inspiration to strike, and just nothing. Like, all I could think was, what could I possibly say that would do justice to everything we've experienced, everything we've learned, and everything we're about to face? How can I sum up 4 years and the rest of our lives in 7 minutes or less? It was a tall task, but it was one that I knew I was capable of. The speech had to be unique somehow. It couldn't be normal because our years in high school truly weren't normal. We were the last grade to have their high school years affected by COVID, having to wear masks until May of grade 9. And we were also the first group of seniors to have that dreaded phone rule in place, one that I and many of you learned to follow the hard way. I'm not allowed to say names, but we know who we're talking about. So, as I sat there, stuck, trying to find the words, my eyes landed on a small picture in the corner of my room. The picture had been there for as long as I can remember, but at that moment, it was like I've seen it for the first time. It read, "Opportunity. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Over the past 4 years, we've all taken our fair share of shots. Some were clutch, some were total airballs, and some we took blindfolded, like trying to write a test you had no idea was happening. Then, there were the shots we didn't take. We hesitated, we doubted ourselves, or maybe we just waited a bit too long. But the moments that brought us here were the times we did take that shot, even when it was messy, awkward, or we didn't feel ready. We showed up anyways, and that's what got us here, graduation. I'm sure you guys all remember the first days of grade 9, waiting in the gym for our teachers to take us to homeroom, the scarcity of new spots to eat lunch, how cool we felt walking down in the plaza for the first time. And I'm sure you remember seeing all the grade 12s too and thinking they had it all figured out. But now that we're the ones in grade 12, we know they definitely did not. I realize that in many ways we changed, but in just as many ways, we're still those same little grade 9s. We swapped out walking down for driving and choosing our courses for grade 10 for deciding what the next chapter of our lives will look like. Like many of you, I didn't always take that shot. In grades 9 and 10, I often played it safe. In the past couple years, however, I realized that we wouldn't be here forever, so I wanted to make the most of that time. So I started stepping out of my comfort zone. I made new friends and tried new things, such as running for Valedictorian. With every uncomfortable situation, I discovered a little more about who I am and the kind of person I wanted to become. The week following my speech at the grad breakfast, I had so many people, some I had never really talked to previously, just come up to me giving me compliments. And I really think those moments and those interactions truly define what high school is and what it means. People coming together over shared experiences and making connections that had never been made before had we not taken the shot. If you told me back in grade 9 that I'd be standing here giving the valedictorian speech, I would have laughed. And if you knew me back then, I'm sure you guys would have laughed too. I'm not here because I've been perfect or because I've done everything right, although I probably didn't need to say that out loud. But standing here today, I realize that it makes total sense. The valedictorian is meant to represent the entire grade. The valedictorian shouldn't need to be perfect because none of us are. So as we approach the next chapter in our lives, I think we need to remember the best is yet to come. Think of how many chances are in front of us right now. A future full of possibilities. I think for all of us, this is both exciting and terrifying, but there's one thing I want you to remember. Not all your shots are going to be half-court buzzer beaters. Some will be an easy layup, and some you'll miss. Some you'll celebrate, and some will hurt. But every single one will help you grow, because the real failure usually isn't missing the shot, it's not taking it. I'm going to leave us today with a similar speech to this one given by the famous Canadian comedian and actor Jim Carrey. Now, I'm sure we all know who Jim Carrey is, but you probably don't know about his dad. Well, Jim's dad could have been a great comedian. Jim says he could have even been better than him. But he didn't believe that was a viable option for success. So, he took a safe job as an accountant. Months later, he was let go from that safe job. So that day, Jim learned a very valuable lesson, and that is that you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance at doing what you love. Class of 2025, as you step into the world, I challenge you, take your shots. Apply for that job. Start that business. Go after the thing that scares you. Because the truth is, you'll miss every opportunity you don't go after, and any one of them could be the one that changes everything. To our families and the entire Lockview staff, we couldn't have done it without you. To the class of 2025, congratulations on those shots that brought you here today, and thank you for an awesome 4 years. Roll Dregs.